Now, Kurt Shickman is the director of the Extreme Heat Initiatives at the Adrian Arst Rockefeller Foundation Resilience Center. He joins us now live from Washington, D.C. Thank you very much, Kurt, for joining us here on TRT World. Now, a warning of a heat apocalypse in France and in the UK, first ever red heat warning. Tell me, what does this indicate about how the future may look like?
Well, certainly we're seeing more high temperatures. We're seeing rising temperatures, and we're seeing more extreme, more intense heat waves in every place. And so we're seeing it now in Europe and in the UK and in France and Spain and elsewhere. So these are the types of conditions we're going to be seeing going forward with increasing frequency.
But, I mean, what are we doing wrong as human beings, though? I mean, could this have been avoided?
Well, I mean, certainly you could have a conversation about climate change, but the reality of where we are is that we need to deal with the world we're in. And that means that there are things we can do. There are things we can do to prepare and to help people be more prepared. That includes better and earlier warning systems that help people understand what to do to make themselves safe, to help authorities prepare and make it possible for people to survive. Not just people that have access to cooling, but certainly people that are going to be that need water and need shade and need cool spaces. And then longer term, of course, we can be doing more with our built environment, with trees, with vegetation, with lighter colored surfaces, roofs, walls, and roads, to reduce the impact of heat on our most vulnerable places. So there are things we can certainly do to at least address some of the resilience challenges that come from heat and the rising temperatures we're facing.
And Kurt, what kind of policies do you think governments across the world need to adopt in order to ensure that such extreme events don't take place so often?
Well, I think it's a couple things. I mean, the first is we need to do a better job of preparing and warning our citizens and our visitors to our cities and elsewhere of the conditions they may face and what to do about those conditions specifically. And so there are early warning systems that we can adopt that are not just based on temperature, but are actually based on the health impacts that those temperatures have. And we're doing that in Seville and in Athens and other places, which is very important. And then I'd say longer term, it's really a matter of looking at our spaces, our urban spaces, and what can we do to create areas of cool respite, of recovery areas that we need. And there are plenty of cities in the world that are working to do this. We need to do it faster, we need to do it bigger, and we need to do it in more places.
All right, Kurt Shickman, thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World. Really appreciate your taking out the time.